Alright, Double Jeopardy time. 2 daily doubles up on the board, and we have these categories in play. Golfers, dual sports, namesake, football coaches, newspapers, and finally, Heisman winners. Let's start with namesakes for 200.
The answer is
Goodyear names its blimps for this sporting cup's winners. Vicky? The America's Cup. Newspapers for 200. This tabloid is considered the Bible of baseball. Neil? And he doesn't know. The sporting news. Okay, dual sports 200.
The answer is
Dallas Cowboys running back Preston Pearson played this sport at Illinois. What is baseball? No, he didn't play baseball. Vicky? Sorry, no. Basketball was the sport. Dual sports for 4. The number of professional sports teams that drafted Dave Winfield. Neil. And he doesn't know. Four teams drafted him. Okay. Golfers for 200.
The answer is
This golfer's errant tee shots inspired fellow pros to dub him Ben of the Jungle. Ben Crenshaw was who we needed. Dual sports for 6, and there's one of the 2 daily doubles. Okay. I'll get back into the lead if I risk up to $1,000. He's been called the best running back in Major League Baseball. Who is Deion Sanders? No. Bo Jackson. Dual Sports 800. This pro football team drafted John Havlicek. Was the Cleveland Browns.
The answer is
All-Pro nose guard for the 49ers, who also won the silver medal in the 1984 Olympic shot put. Vicky. And she doesn't know. Neil. And he doesn't know. And I don't know who it is. So guess what? All of us are in the negative. It was Michael Carter. And Neil, you're in the lead with minus 100. Go again. Oh, wait, it's my turn. Newspapers for 4.
the answer is
This tennis star inspired 2 British tabloids to introduce a gruntometer. Monica Seles. Football coaches
the
for
answer
200.
is
He assumed command of Notre Dame's football team in 1964. Was Newt Rottney? Newt Rottney, I think, was way before that. I'll say he was Tom Landry. No. Does Neil know it? Ara Parsian. So both of my answers were wrong. Heisman winner is 200.
the answer is
This quarterback was Navy's second Heisman Trophy winner. And Neil doesn't know it. Vicky doesn't know it. I don't know it. Roger Staubach. Golfers for 400.
the answer is
As a 12-year-old, she won the New Mexico State Women's Golf Championship. And Vicky doesn't know it. Neil. No. And I don't know it. Well, this is definitely one crazy game. Nancy Lopez was who we needed. Golfers for 6.
The answer is.
His plane crashed on the course he was set to play on the very next day in 1966. It was Tony Lima. Heisman winners for 4.
The answer is.
He first played collegiate ball at San Francisco Junior College. It was O.J. Simpson. Newspapers for 6.
The answer is.
This paper said the Mets were spoiled 20-year-old millionaires with good throwing arms. Neil? And he doesn't know. He's at minus 700. The New York Post. Newspapers for 800.
The answer is.
Best Sports Daily called it quits after dropping $100 million its first 18 months. And that was the National. Heisman winners for 600.
The answer is.
This Notre Dame QB won despite playing only 50 minutes his first 2 years. Vicky? It was John Huarte. Heisman winners for 800.
The answer is.
This running back's wife gave birth the night before he won the Heisman Trophy. O.J. Simpson. Vicky's out of the hole at 400. Golfers for 800.
The answer is.
Answer there. He turned pro after winning the 1961 U.S. Amateur Golf title. Neil? Who is Jack Nicklaus? And you're out of the hole. Football coaches for 4. There's the other daily double. And you can risk up to 1,000. The first NFL coach to utilize films of opponents' games for study. And he got it right. Who was George Halas. Heisman winners for 1,000.
The answer is.
This Oregon State winner was on the President's Commission of Campus Unrest. It was Terry Baker. Namesakes for 4.
The answer is.
This hockey team was named for a Disney movie. Who are the Mighty Ducks? Yes. Okay, namesakes for
The answer
1,000.
is
This football team is named after Wild West Showman and Buffalo Hunter. Who are the Bills? Yes, I'm out of the hole. Namesakes for
The answer
800.
is
This NFL team was named after its city's petroleum industry. Neil. He doesn't know. If it's petroleum industry, I think that would mean oil. Who are the Oilers? Yes! That puts me in the lead now. Namesakes for
the answer
600.
is
The only Major League professional team named for an insect. Vicky. The Charlotte Hornets. Okay. She goes up to 1,000, and there are 5 clues left. Newspapers for
the answer
1,000.
is
This newspaper started publishing its own baseball weekly in 1990. Neil. USA Today. Alright, up to 1,300, and we've got a close game now. Just $300 separating first place from third place. Golfers for
the
1,000.
answer is
The first non-resident of the United States to win the PGA Golf Championship. And it's Vicky. Who is Gary Player. Okay, up to $2,000. Football
answer
coaches
is
for 600. The first coach of the Minnesota Vikings. Vicky? Norm Van Brocklin. Vicky's pulling away here, looks like. She's at 2,600. Football coaches for 8.
the answer is
He had his team witness a castration before their game with the Longhorns. Neil. Jackie Sherrill. That takes you to 2,100, and we have 1 clue left, so let's have a look at it right now.
the answer is
He has been in 8 Super Bowls as a player, assistant, and head coach. Neil? Dan Reeves. Alright, that's the end of Double Jeopardy. Neil has 3,100, Vicky 2,600, I have 1,200. Alright, let's see what happens in Final Jeopardy. Our category for Final Jeopardy is boxing terms. Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't get this category because I know absolutely nothing about boxing. But I'll do my best. $1,199. Jack wrote and invented this for sparring boxers to use. What are headsets. Alex?
The final Jeopardy answer is
boxing gloves. Okay, I didn't get it. So I go down to $1. Vicky got it wrong, and she goes down to 1,000. Neil got it wrong, and he goes down to 1,000. So we have a tie between Neil and Vicky. I finished with $1. Had I gone with boxing gloves, I would have won, but that's okay. Like I said, I know nothing about boxing, but I did what I had to do. Of course, this means I'll have to do a redemption to this game, and that redemption's going to come soon. But in the meantime, we'll see you for the next video.